People have been arguing since the dawn of time about who the greatest UFC fighter is. John Jones, St. Pierre, Khabib, Demetrius Johnson, Anderson Silva. While there are great arguments for all of them, there hasn't been an objective way of comparing and ranking all of them. Until now. The chess ELO system uses two strictly objective mathematic formulae to determine whether one player is better than another. The ELO system works so well that other sports like baseball and basketball have started using them too. This led me to wonder, what if I apply this to the UFC? So let's break it down. How does it work? Who's on top? And is the system accurate? So first off, what even is a UFC ELO engine? ELO is a ranking system that calculates relative skill levels based on wins and losses. The UFC doesn't use ELO though. Instead, they have rankings chosen by expert panelists, which, if you've ever seen how these rankings work, might as well be chosen by a magic 8-ball. So what better way to ditch the randomness than to use formulae? In a standard ELO system, if a higher rated fighter beats a lower rated one, they gain a little ELO because it was expected. But if an underdog wins, they gain a lot more ELO because the system didn't see it coming. The ELO system uses two formulae, a formula for expected win probability and a formula to calculate the actual ELO OMO. You can pause the video if you want to understand the formulae better. This project had two main parts, a scraper to collect fight data and the ELO engine that processes the data and ranks fighter. I built both using JavaScript. For the scraper, I first used Puppeteer to read and add events from the UFC stats website into an array. I then traversed this array to add fights from each event to another list, which I then converted to a JSON file. The actual ELO system was pretty straightforward. The base K factor was 40, but I made it dynamic such that KOs, TKOs, and submissions multiply the K factor by 1.5. You can see the full code in the GitHub link in the description. Now, for the good stuff, the rankings. The top of the list is John Jones. Dana would be happy with this one. Jones has an ELO of 1297 and a peak ELO of 1329. He's followed Khabib with 1275, Anderson Silva with 1264, Demetrius Johnson with 1261, and Islam Makhachev with 1245. Duplessis is all the way down at 11 with 1228, and St. Pierre is at 13 with 1221. I'd say the system is semi-accurate. Maybe it isn't the best, but it provides an objective way of looking at the rankings. Fighters only get rewarded for actual wins, losses, no UFC politics,